Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out in the scenic rim, as I so often am, but I'm out for a sunset, afternoon and sunset today. I was heading out towards a spot I know fairly well towards Mount Barney and decided just to take a detour. I'm just on a road I've not been on before, and I've pulled over because I saw a nice field with some dead trees and a bit foresty with some hills, and I thought I might like to take a photo. So I've set the camera up, I've loaded the film. I'm using the G617 today, and I've got Kodak Ektar 100 loaded in. I am going to expose the whole roll slightly over, as if it were an 80 ISO film because it is a little bit expired. But apart from that, shooting the Ektar. I got my composition, I've got focus, I'm shooting hyperfocal at f32, so not all the way to infinity. And then I took a meter reading, I was about to take the photo, and the sun dropped behind a cloud. So I've got a little bit of time before sunset, so I might just hang out here for a little bit and see if that sun does come back. So while I'm waiting for this light to come back, if it does, I've just gone for a little bit of a wander around some of the areas here just near the fence, but off a little bit where maybe the cows often wander. And I have found a potential shot, maybe even a couple. I'm just going to head back to the camera and where the car is now and just wait. See if I get some light. So I don't think that light is coming back anytime soon. So I think I might re-meter this photo and take it now. I like the composition, and that way I can always come back again. So I might just re-meter and take that. So 2 seconds at f32. So I've got that shot. I'll show you it even if it's not that great. I might wander down to the creek. There was one I liked down there, which would obviously be better with light, but it's probably not quite as dependent on light. It'll just be a bit longer exposure, and grab that one. Then I think I might keep driving along this road a little bit, even if I don't get to my original location I had in mind. I might find something new. So after a lot of mucking around, trying to find a composition I'm happy with, I think I've got one that I'm okay with. I feel like I'm going to have to shoot at f/45 to make use of hyperfocal distance, because I'm quite close to everything. And the one thing I do know with this camera is that I need to aim it up a bit higher than what I think when I'm doing closer focusing. It's the tricky thing with this camera. For the more close-up things, it's really hard to know for sure if your composition's right. When you focus at infinity, apparently it's okay, but I'm not. So let's just see. Going to meter in there, probably not for the dark wood, maybe for the sand. That should give us a bit of, that should put it reasonably within the dynamic range. So it's telling me to go for a minute, which is fine. There's not really any wind. What I am going to do is go for about 1.5 minutes because of reciprocity failure. You know, that's half a stop, so it's not, you know, necessarily an exact number, but it'll be close enough for me. So there's a minute, another 30 seconds. There we go, exposure number 2. I think I've faffed around enough in this specific spot, so I might jump back in the car and head a little bit further along. So I pulled over just before to try and grab a shot that I thought would look cool, but it didn't work out. There was a really nice big bull with big horns in the middle of a paddock, but he kept walking away, so it took a bit of time. I just went for a wander to try and find something. I've turned back. I'm on my way back towards the highway. Just stopped for another scene with some cool gum trees and some cows in a paddock. So I'm just going to try and grab this one. Meter for the cow. Go f/22 at 8 seconds. So I'll do 12 seconds. Although that cow's moving away as well. Let's see if we can get him to stand still. If I get this shot, it'll be the 3rd shot of the day, just 3/4 of a roll. The cows are all moving a bit too quick. So I got the shot. There's one cow that stayed relatively still. Its head will probably do this a little bit, but that's okay. I like the scene. Again, there's just no light around at the moment. The clouds came in a bit too heavy. But what do you do? So I've got one more shot on this roll. I'm just going to keep heading back on my way towards home. I've just framed up my final picture. Some really cool cows in the meadow here, all looking at me. Hopefully I can get this pretty quickly. They don't sound super happy. Go f/22 at 4 seconds. Might go f/32 in 8 seconds. There are going to be some moving cows, but I think there'll be some still ones too. So f/32, 8 seconds. I ended up doing 12 seconds just to allow for a bit of reciprocity failure, and I think I'm pretty stoked. Well, there's not a lot of light. There's some colour in the clouds. Might be able to see a bit of light on some of the hills to the back. Look at this fella here. He's a big guy with some little horns. He was eyeballing me most of the time. They're a good looking bunch of cows. Well, that's me done for the day. I don't think I got any really great photos because I just didn't have the lighting conditions today. The sun sort of ducked behind those clouds and never really came back. There's a little bit of light around now, but nothing that's going to light any subjects or anything. So, and it's now 15 minutes till actual sunset. Even if I didn't get any really great photos today, I'm not too concerned. Honestly, it was just really great to be able to get out, play with the camera, get some fresh air in the country here, explore a little. I haven't been out for landscape photography at all in over a month, I think, just with how life's been lately. So I just needed some time out in some fresh air with the camera. I only used the G617 for photos today. I've really been wanting to use it a lot lately. There's just always something about the images it produces which I love. So I was stoked to get out and use that today. I really hope you've all enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed being out and about making it for you. If you do like the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, share my videos around to any of your friends or family that might be interested as well, because my channel is slowly starting to grow, which I'm pretty happy about. But yeah, anyway, again, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all again soon.